So from our last video, it's been a little while since we did anything. We did go goofing off for a while on other projects, but last time we ripped down the 6-7 inch boards down to these smaller ones. And so our next thing here is taking these long boards and actually cutting our frame. So this is just the face frame to our kitchen cabinet. So we're going to have a slide here. This opening here is the stove oven. This is just what we ended up with in the center. So that's going to be our countertop. Over here is the sink and then another slide unit. But anyhow, laying this out, you start off with kind of a basic, with rough ideas, rough measurements, and then when you actually go to, because like back here, say this is some of my first, there's a couple of these where I sit down and scratched it out thinking what I had and what I didn't have. And like I say, at the first time we had 84 inches. Well, time we actually got down to the very, for sure, 80 inches. 4 inches is a lot. But so how this comes out, it's gonna have it, so right here, this is this slider, and then this will be the stove oven in this section. And this next open section is just what's left over from the two halves coming together. And so that will be up top, our countertop. So we're gonna have a 14-inch countertop, more or less. And then over here, this comes the sink with underneath, and then this is a slider over here. And we'll actually have drawers in between here, and maybe another drawer under here, and one here. We haven't got to that yet. But the same thing, we're using the Craig jig. And so like I say, like in the past, you just figure it out. You clamp that in and just take your drill. It's a special drill with the thing. And you just drill down. And just make sure when you go through stuff, you'll go to the back side. So all these have already been drilled. But when you're drilling them, make sure that your clear, best looking side is your front side. So when you clamp them in here, you make sure you're going to the crappy side into the jig that you're drilling through. So when you pull it back out, your good face is to the front. So like if we would take every one of these and flip them over, you know, they all got the things. And what you do is I'll clamp it together, then we run screws in it like that. And like when you're laying this out, it's got marks. So let's do this real quick. Because you want your top to match your bottom exactly. So when you do this, you set your two together. So you clamp these down so they don't move. And then like you come down, and like my first thing's 2 inches. So you mark your 2 inches on both of them. So this one's exactly the same as this one. You come down, this was 3 3/4, so you mark that. And then another 2 inches, mark that. So all my marks are exactly the same on the top and the bottom, instead of taking one and marking it out and then come and taking another, because if you're a 16 off when on face frame, that's going to mess you up. So then like I say, then you just come back and start putting them all together, lay it out again. So this actually will go, and see how I got the ugly side? So these all go like this when they go together. So I'll screw them all on this side, so all the ugly stuff's on one side, and then when I flip it over, all the good nice stuff would be to the face. And then you just router them out and trim them out and stuff like that. But that's just a brief overview of where we're at. So we're actually moving along again, and we're gonna try to keep up with some progress. We've got parts coming in, and now instead of a pile with no parts, now I got a pile with a lot of parts and a lot to do. So I'll probably get more motivated, because you got to get rid of those piles or else you don't get a new pile. So we'll catch you on the next time when I've actually got this face together, and then we'll show you how you build the inside that the face bolts to. So time's getting short, getting hot out here finally, no more snow. We'll catch you on the next one.